All right. All right, so we're going to start getting ready to put our work in our portfolio. As we talked about earlier, we want to put up to 3 pieces in our portfolio for our Behance portfolio for this class. And like I said to you earlier, your project 3 and 4 can really be one project. So you really can get all the work you've done in this class in your Behance portfolio. And so there's a PDF document that I'm sharing with you. All of the link to all of these is up on Blackboard. And so a couple of key things I want you to pay attention to. So the width of your artboard layout will be 1400 pixels. And that's the recommended size by Behance. And you want to plan each project's layout in either Adobe XD or Figma. And since we didn't really use either of those programs in this class, it's definitely not, you do not have to, but if you are ready from other courses, are familiar with Adobe XD and Figma, feel free to go ahead and use them now. If these are 2 programs, you have no idea what I'm talking about, we don't need to worry about it right now. We're going to go ahead and just use Illustrator or Photoshop because those are the 2 programs we've used in this course. So don't worry, but if you do know XD or Figma, feel free to use them and they're preferred. Everyone else, we're going to do Illustrator, Photoshop. So we want to tell the story of our project. So you all have a project brief. Each one of our assignments came with a project brief. So we want to talk about what was the project or the problem you were solving? What was the objective? What process did you follow? What were the steps in our design process? What did we do? Some of them, we had someone else assign us what we were doing, and we had to do interviews, and we had to do research on a place we didn't know very much about. Other times we chose what we were doing. Other times things were assigned to us. So you want to talk about that whole process. You want to talk about your design rationale, or what was the final solution of the design. You've written about this. All of you wrote a design rationale, and they're in your process book. So all of this information is in your process books that you can pull from. So basically, the telling the story about your project, you should really already have that between your project reflections, your design rationale, and the project brief. All of that information you have. Does anyone have any questions about that? About telling our project story? Okay. The next thing is there's an order that you want to put things on your Behance. Depending on your project, you may use all or some of the project information below. So the first piece is going to be a hero intro image, and it shows up at the top of the project page. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to keep this open, but then I'm also, I don't need that open anymore. I'm also going to show you these instructions here. This is there's a video you can watch, a demo, guidelines demo, and I'm not going to play it right now, but you can definitely watch it and follow it along if you want to after this. There is an Adobe XD template for those of you, again, who know Adobe XD. This is the template you can use. I'm going to open up the Illustrator template because in our class, that's the one that we know better and we've been using in this class is Illustrator. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and download it. And then I'm going to open it up and we'll look at it together. At any point you guys have questions, I can't see the chat right now. Please just turn on your mic and let me know if you have a question. So let me. Okay, so Okay, so here is, are you able to see this? I'm going to make it bigger, of course, but you guys can see the format. Here's Illustrator. And so the template is already sized correctly. So it's already made in the 1400 pixels width. And you can see it's organized really user-friendly, I think. You can see that it's designed here with the hero image. So that would be like this final a snapshot of the final picture of the image of what you're doing. Your description and the header, a subhead, your paragraph, and that's your description of your project. So basically, you want to have the paragraph be 2 to 3 lines that describe the project or project brief. And that's really, again, a little bit about what the project is, maybe a little bit about your design rationale. The process, you want to include your sketches, your mood boards, personas, like anything that we did. So when we did for us, we did in our course, you know, you might want to include your sketches, you want to incorporate your any research you might have done, your digital roughs, your refinements, some of those informations, the final design, of course, and then any mock-ups. So when we're looking at, it's all organized here. So it's showing you the first area is your hero, your description, your process images, and then down here, your brand, your final designs. We don't have, this isn't, our class doesn't have guidelines and things and wireframes and things of that nature, but you're going to have a final design and you're going to have mock-ups in some of ours, not all of ours, but like the first one, you can show the logo for the luggage tag, for example, the logo before we put it on the luggage tag, and then with the luggage tag as the design application, that type of thing. For the city, it could be the logo of the city and then the logo in the Instagram application, and you could mock it up on a phone, you know, to show it mocked up on a phone for that Instagram element using design mockups. Any questions as we're looking at the way that this is organized? You want to use the limited typefaces Behance has. And I think Helvetica is one of the fonts that they have. So using just one of their, but you can also see that everything is identified as the scale. So the header is 36, the subheader is 20, the paragraph is 16. And these are the default settings, and that's kind of just showing you how that lays out. Then the image requirements are the JPEG, GIF, PNG, and your animate. We didn't do an animate GIF in this, I don't think. So yeah, so I think anything that is a JPEG, a GIF, or PNG, and they're recommending up to 1 megabyte for optimal uploading viewing speeds, high quality images. You want to be in an RGB color mode. And then it walks you through also tags and settings for your portfolio submission. And they're showing you exactly how they want you to. Each project on Behance, they want it to be graphic design COD, portfolio spring 2022. The course name is the faculty last name. So here's an example. It would be graphic design 1. For me, it would be Decker. And then drawing for design, Balvin's. And so that's the name of the project. And then they'll walk you through how to add tags in using Behance. And you can see there it's very visual and there's step-by-steps about adding the project tags, tools used, select categories. And I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit so you can see. So going to the settings button, choosing the project tags they just talked about, the tools used, like if you used Illustrator or Photoshop or InDesign, identifying those, and graphic design, and putting in your project description here. And the co-owner is graphic design COD. And display visibility for everyone. And then the company, brands, or school is College of DuPage. And then done.
So do we just pick like our favorite project from the semester?
You can do up to 3. Yep, you need to do a minimum of 1, and you can do up to 3.
Oh, okay, okay.
So what I was saying earlier is you could do all 3 of your projects. So you have them all up in your portfolio. The last project could be combining the cookbook and the website into one project. Do you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to show both, or if you just want to show one, you can, either way. Let me close this and then go back to the drive. And you have a link to this Google Drive as well to access these. Let me zoom out. So you'll see the portfolio guidelines PDF is in here. The Illustrator template AI file is in here. The Adobe XD file is in here. And then this is a video that Gautam did, and he walks you through.
I think we are being recorded now. Did you guys?
And I'm going to just turn off the volume for a minute. And he walks you through the PDF, and I'm just going to skip ahead because I want to show you. He walks you through just like we were just talking. He brings it into Illustrator, shows you the template. And shows you how it works with and then walks you through one of the portfolios. Here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. So I'm going to turn the volume on for a minute. I'll show you part of this.
Well, let's look at Monica's from last year. So something as simple as this. So this is kind of like the top, the hero image. This is the description. This is the process, or like her actual like logo types and stuff. And she actually created the whole typeface. So I wanted to make sure that it's clear and it's communicated that she actually spent the time and created each and every letter. So, and it is our job to make that clear to our audience. So you want to make sure that if you did something like really comprehensive like that, if you don't include this page, you never really know, like this could be a typeface which is downloaded from somewhere. So you want to have images like these where you show like these anchor points and stuff. So it shows that your work in progress, and then you created this whole typeface. So if you need more, pages to show, like more sections to show your process, feel free to add that. Then the front of our menu, the inside of the menu with her application of icons, and then a final page with mockup. So again, as you see, you start with the top, so like an intro image, description. This is copied and pasted in here. Process, or actually in this case, like actually brand guidelines, and then the custom typeface, then your flat designs, and then the mock-up of that design. So more of that. So again, here the intro image kind of like takes over the whole screen. You can do that too if you want. Then the project description takes the second screen. Again, if you want to do that, it starts with the logo and the icons. Because this was like one of those systems which was really, one of those projects which was really comprehensive, so more like a design systems were created for this. So that's why we kind of like took out the logo sketches and stuff, because otherwise the project was getting too long. So we moved straight to the logo, the icons, and the website, flat view of the website, and then the accompanying app. So you can go and then to.
Okay, so you get the idea that one of the things I hope you're noticing on this is there's every section, there's a little title. And so we have these subheads and header, you have like a subhead scale at 20 pixels. I think like when you're showing your process, you want to put a little header here that says process, digital roughs, refinements, final art. You want to show people in like the step-by-step of what each section is about. Okay. Like you saw in these a couple examples, and there's more here in his video walkthrough of the entire, but you can also, if that's the wrong one, let's see. Yes. There it is. You can also go through and look at some of these assignments. Oh, I see people's portfolios that are just, that's actually, you're right, Yang, these are just the portfolio submissions. I want to know how I just find the people's portfolios. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this one's looks like an identity. So here's your hero image at the top, the description, process. Here they're showing a wireframe. Here they're showing branding guidelines, typefaces, color palettes, positive, negative of the logo, personas, and then into different screens. I don't think they have mock-up specifically, but it's pretty straightforward. Any questions as we're kind of thinking about it? We're going to have more time to talk about this next class. I just wanted to introduce it to you, especially for those of us who've never done it before. And so those of us who've never done it before, do you have any initial thoughts, questions, concerns, kind of looking at what we're going to be doing?
No, not yet.
So I want you to just show you the layers palette. You can see each one of these sections. Sorry, I'm going to zoom down. Is its own layer. So you're going to just put the information on each layer. Each little section here is its own layer. And the guidelines and grids, those are all on their own layer as well. So it's already really out, designed and laid out for you to just kind of plug and play and put everything in. So let's just wrap it up with what we're doing for next class then. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And I'll put that up on my YouTube. We will next class be looking at our final presentations of our websites. So our website pages will be shared. We're going to do our final presentations up on Mural. We're going to save out our work as a JPEG. And you're welcome if you want to go ahead and put we're going to look at our full scroll. And remember, you can crop your page to wherever it ends at the bottom. You can also put secondly, use a mock-up. And you want to use a straight on mock-up for a screen. whether it's a laptop or a desktop or a tablet, and show us just the front, the first bit of your website, what it looks like in the first view. What we will see to encourage us to scroll down and see the whole thing. So we can show the full scrolling website page. Plus we can show a mock-up. Now I'm not providing you with a mock-up. You can definitely find many mock-ups online. You do not have to, but this is a nice feature to have for your portfolio. But you do want to find one that's very straight on. Try not to find one that's really a skewed interface. You really want to have a mock-up of a screen that's straight on, so we can really see the work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Any questions about what we're going to do on Thursday? So Thursday is the final presentation of your websites. And then I think we should be able to get through them and still have time to do a little work time on our Behance portfolios. And our goal for the final class, which will be a week from today, will be presenting our type portfolios on Behance. And that's our last project, is to put everything into our Behance portfolios. And so we'll have a little bit more time to talk about it on Thursday. And then we'll be sharing our final Behance portfolios on a week from today on Tuesday. All right. Any questions about the plans for the next two classes, our last two classes?
No.
All right, everybody.
I actually have a quick question real quick.
Sure.
I was looking at the due dates and I just wanted to make sure, is the final turn-in date for the project and the process book, is that still going to be next week, Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're gonna share. Thank you. It's a good question. Thank you, Maddie. We're gonna share in class on Thursday, but you don't have to hand it in to me until next Tuesday. Correct. Any other questions? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have an awesome evening, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Enjoy the beautiful warm weather too.
Thank you, Ms. Director.
Thank you. See you Thursday.
Bye.
See you
Thank
on
you.
Thursday.
Bye.
Professor Decker, I just had a question for, did you get my email about Thursday at all? I
Yes,
emailed right
yes.
okay.
Yes, you did. I did. And so yes, and I was going to tell you, if it's too much going on Thursday, you're
Okay.
totally welcome to present your final on the following Tuesday. If you want, I could give you that option as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure like what time it'll end, but I'll let you know.
Just let me know and know that you can just present yours on Tuesday next week. Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
And do you know, have you made a Behance portfolio before? I can't remember.
I haven't, but it looks like the instructions like have it all laid out pretty clearly. So I think I'll be okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Thursday is too much with all the festivities. Let's just plan on having you present on Tuesday. But if you're available and you want to do it on Thursday, that's fine too. Just keep me in the loop. Let me know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Professor.
Hi.
Did you look at my grades for week 11 or not?
You know what? I just flew in late well, actually early this morning, not late last night, early this morning. So I haven't, but I'm going to be looking at grading in the next few days. Okay.
Because do you remember I told you before that I cannot see my grades for the week 11 and now I am seeing 0. So
We'll figure it out. I know there's a glitch and
Yeah.
but I haven't had a chance yet. I apologize because I've been traveling, but I will be sure to make sure I do have your message and I have it noted that I will double check that. Okay. I promise I will do that.
okay, let me share my screen.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I'm not wearing
you
my
made a
hijab
Behance-
today, so that's why I'm not turning on my camera. What did you say?
I was going to say, did you make a Behance portfolio before? Have you done that?
No, never.
Okay.
It was my first time.
Okay.
I'll try to make it today or maybe tomorrow if I had time. And then if I have any question, I'll ask on Thursday.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
Oh, that's looking good.
I
Yeah.
changed the arrows also. I get these things. If that's,
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
good.
but not sure. Should I remove these or?
No, I like them. Yeah, no, keep them.
And Ying told me to add reviews over here with the full yellow stars, so if someone can.
I like the thumbs up with it. I like the thumbs up.
Um, and okay, I have one more question.
Nice.
For this project, when we're turning it on, like we are submitting it on Tuesday, right?
Correct.
So for the process book, do we need to add like a type study, something like that, what we did in project 3?
Nope, nope, because you've already done that. So you're just using your cookbook as your reference for this.
Okay, and the last question, on Tuesday, you said we need to present our Behance portfolio, right?
Correct.
So if I cannot make it on Tuesday, that will be okay or not?
Yes,
Or maybe I'll come and I'll present first and then I'll go.
that's fine too.
Yeah.
That's fine too. If you can't make it on Tuesday, it is okay. I do just want to make sure that you have finished your Behance portfolio.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be graded or not? Because for
No,
magic class, he will grade us like 50 points for the Behance portfolio, and he give us like a due date, which is Saturday. So
I wasn't planning on grading it because,
Yeah.
so no, I'm not grading it, but you have to have it done unless
yes,
I have to grade it so that you do get it done. But I mean, I think you guys should all know to get it done, right?
I'm just asking, because he said if you did it right, so he will cut our marks and everything. So I was like, please don't be graded.
No, I'm not planning on doing that. I don't think with you guys, I need to do that. I think you guys are all responsible and will do it, right?
Yeah. And okay, one more question. So right here, if you see it's in red color, should I change these things in a red color or not? I'll leave it black or change this to black.
What color is behind them? Like turn off your grid for a minute. Let's turn off your grid so I can see it.
Too many layers. Okay, it's white. So should I keep it like red or black?
Black.
Black? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. After seeing everybody's projects,
Yeah.
I was like, not the project, but the portfolio submission and everything. And I was like, I wish I had more time so I can submit mine, because I have like a lot of good work, like the magazine covers and everything, but I don't have time. So I was like, oh, maybe next time then.
Well, I think what I'll do next time, now that I know, because this is my
Yeah.
first time
Mhm.
with it, I think next time I'll build it into the class so that we all submit. You know what I mean?
Hope so.
I think next time I do that, next time I teach the class, I'll make sure I build it in so that everybody submits something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll just make it part of the class. So I'll do that in the future.
One more question. Do I need to follow, like, if I started from here, do I need to start from the bottom, or that's fine?
No. That's fine where you had it.
We don't have to follow this, right?
No, because you just want it for the starting when you start it. So once you get it started on that right line, then it'll just fall into place by spacing.
Okay.
You're doing it good.
So now do I need to like change something?
I don't think so. Turn off your grids again. Let me take a look.
You want me to zoom in or?
Zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, no. The spacing, Isha, between the utensils and this picture, I think this picture with the arrows could be centered better between the gray box above it and the ad below it. Do you see how the space is real tight between the
Yeah.
ad and the picture and then big between?
Like, move it up?
Yeah.
I just try to follow the grids. That's why I'm asking that question.
Oh.
Do I need to follow it?
No, it's better to space things equally.
I'll fix it.
Okay. Okay, good.
Everything
Yeah,
is okay, right? The
Mhm.
colors and everything.
I do. I think it's looking great, Isha.
Oh my God. Okay, thank you so much.
You're doing a great job.
Thank
And
you.
so, yeah, we're gonna get those portfolios made and then you're gonna be ready to start submitting your work. You know that?
Yeah. So I'm not sure for project 1, project 2, do I need to submit all 3, or I'm not sure which one is more good or which one is not good. So
Well, what we'll do is next class, we can talk about it.
Mhm.
But I think, you know, I don't remember offhand which ones are which that you have, but I think we can look at them on Slack and we can kind of talk about them and I'll try to meet with each one of you and talk about like, what do we think?
Okay.
Or in your small groups, maybe that'll be part of our discussion.
yeah,
Which are the pieces we should put in our Behance portfolio? What do we think?
I feel more comfortable in small groups.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll work in our small groups and kind of help each other pick the best pieces to put in our portfolios. Okay,
Okay, thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.